His power is clearly over 9,000, and no, that meme will never die. In our moment of the week, brought to you by Omen by HP, we're going to take a quick look at Kazunoko's win at the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour Final. Tyler Erzberger, meet me over at camera 2. Jump in, weigh in. Tyler, Kazunoko delivers. He was the favorite coming in with 4 tournament wins before last weekend even began. We've been talking about Goichi and Sonic Fox, but this places Kazunoko in a tier by himself, right?
Oh, of course. 4 Dragon Balls to his name, winning the grand final, becoming the first world champion of Dragon Ball. He is an insanely good player, and I think Kazunoko and Sonic Fox and a few of the other players in the scene are kind of showing what the new generation or the future of fighting games is. For so long it was, you play one game and that's your game. You're sticking to that one game. You might play a few games on the side, but you played one game, that was your main game. Nowadays you have players like Kazunoko, Sonic Fox, who can play at a high level in a variance of games. They can play not only Dragon Ball, but they can play Street Fighter, they can play Mortal Kombat, they can play Blaze Blue, they can play any game that you put in front of them. And I think that's kind of the future that we're seeing with Kazunoko and Sonic Fox leading the charge. Nowadays, it's not just you can play one great game. You can't just be good at one great game to be considered, a god or the next coming. You have to be good and at a high level at multiple fighting games. If we're looking at Takedo, Kazunoko, Sonic Fox, all these guys can play a myriad of games at a high enough level, and I think that Kazunoko winning not only the Dragon Ball World Championship, but winning the Street Fighter World Championship in 2015 shows that we're getting onto a new age of where players, you can expect them to play one game on one stream and then run over and play on the other stream. I think we're in a new generation of fighting games, and I'm excited to see it.
Let's talk team composition for Kazunoko very quickly. Gotenks, Adult Gohan, and Yamcha for Kazunoko. And he said after the win, quote, "The other players had teams focused on dealing damage, and I went into it with a team with extremely high mobility. I got my first win at CEO 2018, and that confirmed that I was not wrong and that something was working." Now, in tier list, Adult Gohan is typically ranked fairly high, but Gotenks and Yamcha are middling to low characters. Is Kazunoko just on another level to make this team work?
Yes and no. In any esport, there's always times where players can bring the best out of low middling champions or heroes or characters. We've seen it in Dota, we've seen it in League of Legends, we've seen it in StarCraft. You just have to find what makes it work. With Kazunoko, he had a strategy. He had a reason why. He wanted to have that high mobility, speedy, fast lineup, and it fit his play style. Sometimes people get so focused on overpowered lists, and oh my god, this guy's an A, or this guy's a B, she's a C, he's an S. It's really a thing where people start focusing on tier lists, and they don't actually look at what each character can do and how it can set up other characters. I think Kazunoko and other players at a high enough level can see that, hey, just because someone's a mid-tier doesn't mean that they can't be an S-tier on the right lineup. So I think that's why Kazunoko won, and I don't think this will be the last time we see, mid and low-tier characters make an impact in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
For what it's worth, Tyler, you're my S-tier analyst, and thank you so much for